Hi, my name is Sarita Gibbons, and I'm the owner for Comprehensive Grants Management. Comprehensive Grants Management is a grant writing firm with a 65% success rate on average, and we want to work with your organization to bring you massive grant writing success. So, as you know, we are at the end of the year. We're in November now, and then there's December 2018, and there is going to be so many holidays and activities for you to become distracted and not pay attention to available grant funding opportunities that are still out there and just waiting for you to apply. So there is currently a grant that is out there, and it's called the Farm to School Grant. So this Farm to School grant is for local community organizations like yourselves. So, no matter what type of organization you are, if you are a local community organization, a public housing authority, a city, especially an organization that is interested in community gardens, farm to the table, farmers market programs, this is a perfect grant for you. Perfect, absolutely perfect. It is somewhat of a starter grant, and it will help you to segue into larger grants. So, the Farm to School grant, the due date is December 4th, right at the end of the year, December 4th. The Farm to School grant is a federal grant from the USDA, and it will give you up to $100,000, but it depends on your program activity. So you can get up to $20,000 if you're doing training activities. You can get up to $50,000 if you're doing planning activities. And you can get up to $100,000 if you're doing implementation activities. So, what you do with the grant overall, you work with the farmers in your community, any farmers and ranchers, and the produce that they produce, you assist to bring it into pre-K to high school. And so, what you can do, you can network with all the stakeholders in your community and create some sort of a plan where the kids in our school system can get access, direct access to the produce that the farmers produce. So remember, if you're doing training activities that is educating the community about eating healthily, providing technical assistance to the farmers, the community, the parents, the kids, and providing technical assistance and training to all the stakeholders in the community about farming activities and taking the foods from the farms and giving it direct access to the school system. If you're doing training activities, you can request up to $20,000. If you're doing planning activities where you hire a coordinator, farm to school coordinator, that coordinator holds meetings and group sessions and do testings, food testings, that is, and create at the end a farm to school plan, then you can request up to $50,000 for this planning phase of the grant. And of course, implementation is where you actually implement what you were planning in the planning phase. So it's a three-tier program. So this year, you can request funding for the training part, the implementation component, or the planning component. Wherever you are in that process, you can request funding for. Now, as I said before, this is an excellent starter grant, an excellent federal starter grant, so that you can apply for other grants like the larger farmers market grant that comes out every year. The farmers market promotion grant is $250,000. If you're interested in doing farmers markets in your community, if you're interested in making sure that the farmers are getting the resources that they need. Remember, farmers, they are a dying breed. We are losing more farmers every year than ever before. And they're the ones that produce the food on our table. So we want to make sure that they are thriving and they are there to produce the food. So they need the resources, the technical assistance, the advice, the training that you can give them. And this is the funding for you to do that. So if you're interested in community gardens, helping the farmers, making sure that the children in our school system is eating healthily, organic foods that the farmers produce. If you're interested, if you're a city, you're a school system, you're a local organization, and you're interested in making sure that that is a possibility, this is a great grant for you. It's called the Farm to School Program. It's a perfect end of the year grant. The due date is December the 4th. Do not get distracted with holidays, spending all of your money at the end of the year. Switch it around. Be more strategic. What you want to do for the end of the year is actually try to acquire money, not try to spend more money than you actually have, but take these end of the year grants and actually apply for them so that next year you have more money than you could ever imagine, because you are being strategic at the end of the year and applying for these end of year grants. So make sure you apply for the Farm to School grant. It is a great funding opportunity, and you can request either $20,000, $50,000, or $100,000 for 1 or 2 years. But who's going to drag it out for 2 years, right? You're just going to make sure that you complete all of your activities in 1 year. So apply for the Farm to School grant.